out how to get out of whatever this is. So I joined up with a writing group and so forth and so on. And I kept trying to keep busy as much as I could. I never wanted to be alone. It was a thing like, you know, I could go on and on for hours with how bad this was. It was so bad that whoever initiated the entire thing, whoever set up and staged that first night in January, potentially could be looking at attempted murder charges on top of conspiracy, felony charges. We could go on forever and ever and ever. Okay, so it looks like they are setting up for the Christmas Village here. They had the portal here to Dublin. It's now on the other side over here, and it's in the asleep mode. But once Thanksgiving comes around, the Christmas Village will be in here. I kind of wondered what they were going to do with the portal when the Christmas Village was in, because it's like, well, the Christmas Village completely jam-packs this whole area. But anyway, this smoke, someone had a fire somewhere. I didn't hear any fire engines overnight, but someone had a fire, and the smoke is wafting all through the air. There are things in place that can make you wonder where the fire was. I saw some like black netting hanging on a building over by like JFK, maybe the Kennedy House or similar. Also over here on this struggle, there's a sculpture over here. There used to be a game, Your Move game sculpture over here that had all kinds of game pieces. They dismantled that and the game is over now, so thank God. But this sculpture looks charred on the bottom and like clean on top. I don't know how well it can be seen through this viewfinder. So there's a little love statue. I guess we'll go through. So in a way, if there was a fire, like it could seem like that, you know, that was charred at the bottom. But, you know, this harkens back to the riots and everything when, during the pandemic, when everybody was on lockdown and inside anyway, the George Floyd trial set off and everyone, like tons of people rioted on the streets. But in a way, everyone was safe. It was kind of a show, right? Everyone was safe. No one was outside except for the protesters and the police, and they kind of put on a showdown. And that's how it works. So anyway, you can kind of see the dark, patchy clouds in the mix there. So someone had smoke coming out somewhere. I can still smell it in the air as if they had a giant barbecue or giant whatever. So that's City Hall. Here we are, Sunday morning, November 10th. They're washing down the plaza here. This is above the Penn Station concourse for all the subways and the regional rail trains. So basically we're walking over hallowed ground. Technically under the sidewalk would be tunnels and all that leading to all the different public transportation options like the Green Line and all that. Even over here by the clothespin, it's still like you're walking on top of the concourse. Right, the wind is kind of blowing west to east, so if there was a fire, I would imagine it was actually that way. Hard to tell. I'll go this way. I'm just milling around this morning. It's really quiet. I'm up a little bit earlier today than I was yesterday. Still, in my mind, it's on the late-ish side, but it's Sunday. We're leading into the holidays, so it'll be quieter and quieter other than at night with all the festivities and, you know, restaurant activity. Also yesterday there was the Rocky Run. That's a special 5K and, you know, run up the art museum steps and stuff like that. That was going on, so people were up for that. And today, I guess, looks like it might be quieter. It's chilly. I have my little half gloves on and a fleecy sweater. From the Gap, it was like 20 bucks because you can get all this Gap cash, and we have a special store here. They used to have an outlet store, but they closed it. But the store that remains is outlet-ish. So you can get like leggings, like yoga leggings for $20, sometimes $13. And even less, depends on when you show up and what kind of sales going on. In a way, it's better just to go there as opposed to Lululemon or Athleta. Lululemon and Athleta make people feel fat, I think, just because the leggings are so tight. Like they're made small. At the Gap, I don't know what the difference is, but they kind of make you feel better at the Gap. I find that interesting. And for a fraction of the price. So it's almost a little joke in the city, because in the city people learn how to spend a lot less on certain things in order to be able to live here. It's sort of just like the way of the world. Once you get in the city, you start cutting corners here and there to make sure you can do other things or keep a roof over your head and so forth and so on. So I'm now walking west on Market Street, Sweet Green off to my right, place to get your salads and everything, lots of kale. And I was proud of myself yesterday. I had Brussels sprouts from Trader Joe's, and I eat like half a bag as a meal, and then I'll have another half a bag tomorrow. Really, that's a meal to me. And then I had tofu scramble for dinner. And that's like just a quarter or less that I cut off of an extra firm brick, if you will, of Nasoya tofu. And I crumble it just in my hands, so it turns out to be crumbled, if you will. And then I mixed in some frozen mixed vegetables and pearl onions. So and also nutritional yeast is added in for a little extra flavor. And then I added a little bit of turmeric. It's always good to get a spice in there like turmeric. Helps with, you know, inflammation. It'll prevent inflammation of your joints. And I became very holistic as a way to heal from all the injury that was inflicted beginning in January 2011. I must have called my mom and dad a million times. I am talking, whatever it is, they can mix together activity on the street and people who might not even know how bad it can get with messaging. For instance, I'm walking by BNY Mellon. That's Bank of New York Mellon. And that's with 2 L's. You know, I used to think it was just one, but you could see the word melon, and I'm not thinking anything of it, but someone could say you need to eat melon.